Hey everybody, Doug Trevino, Coldwell Banker, AGS Schmidt, coming at you today. I'm working a little bit late at the office. I had quite a few showings today and stopped at the end of the day here. We're looking at almost going on 8 o'clock. So it's been a pretty full day, but stopped in today especially because there were a couple of properties that were emailed to me by my assistant and that I had to look at, and those were expired homes. And two of them in particular, but I think I received around 5, but 2 of them in particular really caught my eye. One of them was property that expired only after 40 days on the market. And this was for a relatively higher priced property. This was one of a luxury property. And this home was priced, I believe it expired at $2.1 million. 45 days on the market, and it was expired. So I was a little confused, and looking at the pictures and looking at the MLS card in terms of what the agent had put on there to market, struck me as odd because, number one, I've never received a broker open house invitation from this agent, so that was strange. Especially working in the high-end market as well, that was, I work in all markets, but high-end especially, and have quite a big network of agents who are in the high-end market, so we really kind of work together to help sell our properties, and so I didn't get that, so that was strange. Number two, it didn't sell and it went off market after 45 days. So even in our market where we have homes that are popping off the market within a day, 2 days, a week, 10 days, things like this, I began to wonder, did the homeowner by any chance have an idea? Number one, it could be a number of reasons, but did they have an idea that it would sell quickly, as a lower priced property would? Or B, was it really that they were just trying to get a sense of the market? Were they getting a sense of the price, maybe, to see what they would get for that, and how upfront was the agent about that price? So it just struck me as odd. Anyway, I reached out to the sellers, and I got a call back, and it was from the wife, and we had a brief chat, and it turned out that they honestly anticipated to have the house under contract within 30 days per the agent that they spoke with. I'm not too sure of the details, so I'm not really going to guess too far into that, read too much into it. But she was under the impression, from what she told me, was that the agent could sell it in 30 days. Now, this wasn't the home in a community where there are cookie cutter homes like this. This was a very unique home. It's lovely, but it was one of a kind. It was a custom built home. So it struck me as odd that was portrayed to her, if it was the case, which I'm assuming it was. So I told her that we could sit down. I had a few ideas based on what I saw, and would like to sit down with her and give her a really aggressive plan in terms of what it would take to sell the house reasonably quick, and then one that would draw the most offers and really get close to a price that they would like. And so I really need to see the house too as well to review it and see what we're really dealing with other than pictures. But she's agreed to sit down with me, and we're going to do that tomorrow. And I'm very, very hopeful. But I was really glad that she did divulge to me what was said, because that's not the first time I've seen that. I've seen quite a bit higher priced properties disappear off the market or go expired, after only 30 days or 45 days or 60 days even. And it was strange. It struck me as odd to see these higher priced properties go off the market. Every market is different, and we are in a hot market. We certainly do get quite a bit of views once new properties hit the MLS. However, generally with higher priced properties, Your buyer, it's like the triangle. Most of your buyers are at the bottom of the triangle. You have the highest volume of buyers for lower priced properties, and the higher you go, the smaller your buyer pool gets. And so a couple of things need to happen. Either A, you need to make yourself available to time and allow enough time to attract the buyers who are going to be ready, willing, and able to purchase your property. Willing being the key one, because yes, there are people out there, but you need to get the willing, the folks who really want to have the house and move to that specific area, and you want to attract them. So you either need the time, or B, you need to marry something with a direct target market plan, especially to high-end, high net worth individuals who want to get into a property like that. And so that was a big part of it, is what I told her. I said, it is possible to get a relatively quick sale, but without a specific target marketing plan to those higher net worth individuals, and really hitting them where they live and work, and catching them, it's going to be difficult. That you really just need to have the time. And it appeared that whoever they had last with their property didn't attract any buyers, and literally had just put it on the MLS. And from what I saw and from what was told to me, that's the impression I got, that it was just put on the MLS and hoping that another agent would sell it. So that was an interesting dialogue we had, and it was very nice to actually have her tell me that, because it kind of reconfirmed a lot of things that happened, and not just in our market. It's in all markets. You have a lot of agents who literally just put it on the MLS and just hope it sells. Well, the higher you go in price, the more specific target marketing you have to do. And so again, that's something I'm going to review with her, is our network of individuals who we go specific per property. You're going to be target marketing differently for a $1.1 million home, or a $2 million home, or even a $750,000 home, than you would for a $100,000 home or a $200,000 home in our market. That's just the case. It can also be said that you're going to target market differently for waterfront homes, lakefront, riverfront, than you would for non-waterfront homes. It's a different buyer, generally speaking. So you can't just put it on there and hope that you're going to attract the right buyer. Put the right bait on it. Great, bait is wonderful. However, you really need to target those people to attract them to the home. I enjoy selling my own homes, my own listings. It's something I've always done. Something I'll continue to do unless it seems it's going to be complex or there's going to be any conflicts of interest. So that's kind of my first push, and I'm very incentivized as a listing agent to draw the people myself. If I cannot, and I'm going to sell it to and cooperate with other agents, absolutely, I am happy to do that. My first goal, primary goal, is to satisfy my client and get them the most money possible. There have been also other cases where I've dealt with sellers who do limited service listings or flat fee listings, where they pay brokerage a certain dollar amount to essentially get them on the MLS and get them the exposure to other agents. And those folks charge a very nominal fee, and then the seller can say, well, I want to pay out X dollar amount to, I'll cooperate for X percentage of the closing fee with them, and generally it's less. And so they, in their mind, they think they're saving money. Some rare cases, it's true, they do. But the bottom line is, generally when they sell, what I've seen statistically is they don't ever get that price that another agent could have gotten them, and essentially could have made them more money even, and still had them pay a competitive fee. But I also work with certain individuals, depending on what price range they're at, and we get them to where they need to be. I always handle my clients case by case, and what their situation is by their situation. We look at everything. So flat fee is not always the answer. Generally speaking, an agent who is worth their salt should be able to get them more money in their pocket and net them more money than they would even if they went flat fee or paid less to a flat fee agent. Just that's my experience. It's been my experience, and I stand by that. But that being said, I really had a great day today. Want to reach out to those folks who have had expired listings. We just took another one and had it sold very quickly. You know, I love helping folks, and I love reaching out to people, especially with people who need the help, who had a difficult time their first time. It's always been something that has pushed me to reach out to people. And it's funny, and I hear from other agents in this market, and I've heard it from day one. It's always been the same way. Seasoned vets like myself, or the new agents, or people who just tried it. The running joke is they have their saying, well, you don't want to go after the expired listings. Those are the tough ones. Those are the dead dogs that aren't going to sell. And I have to laugh because that's not the case. And I can't tell you how many expired listings I've taken and I've been able to sell at that expired price or higher, and very quickly. And so it's not always price. In many cases, it is the marketing. Marketing. It's how you market the home. It's how you strategically market. It's who you reach out to. And if you have no idea what you're doing, and if most of your market is in the $100,000 and $200,000 price point, that's all you're experiencing, it's going to be difficult. It may sound wonderful to get a $1 million listing, you may be excited, but if you have no idea how to do it and don't know who to reach out to, who to target market, to bring the right buyers, or even to handle a larger transaction like that, you could end up in hot water. And it maybe have somebody bailing you out. So you don't really want to be in that position. So my advice to people like that, work with any agent, is work with an agent who has experience in luxury properties, or even in waterfront. If you don't have much waterfront experience, work with an agent who has plenty of waterfront experience. And I've already worked with a couple agents under me, and and they're kind of ready to kind of go their way, and don't need as much hand-holding anymore. So it's very, very important to select the right agent for your property, whether you're waterfront, you're a luxury property. I know here in Michigan, it's a little bit different than in Florida or in California even. In Florida, let's say you're $1 million plus to be a Previews client. Previews is our Coldwell Banker Previews International. That's our luxury market. It's kind of, you cross that threshold and you're in a different market range. In Michigan, it's different. I think right now it is $500,000 or higher. You're in the luxury market. So if you're in that price point, you really need to hone in on a luxury agent. And find somebody who's going to give you that representation, show you the type of marketing that is requisite for that property. And agents, if you're getting into that, absolutely talk to me or talk to another luxury agent and discuss kind of working with them. So great day. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I know that our snow is starting to melt. It looks like things are starting to warm up a bit, which is kind of sad. My kids love the snow, and I personally love the snow. So, but maybe we'll still get some before the winter kind of comes to a close. But we're only at the end of January, so we'll see. But yes, it's a great new year. Today's the 22nd of January, the end of the 22nd, the day, and it's the year's off to a really great start. Real estate is booming. People are still listing homes. There is still a plethora of buyers out there, and will continue to be for at least the next few years, in my prediction, possibly even 3 or 4 years. We're going to still see a boom going on here in Michigan. So that's good news for sellers. We'll be in a strong sellers market, and that includes folks who are, at the lower price point, which those properties are. We have so many out there, and they keep coming to the market. As we keep having more buyers come, which is wonderful. It's going to keep being that way for the luxury market as well. So that's just something you need to sit down with an agent to discuss what's the realistic time frame to be on the market, and what are realistic expectations for that specific home. But they certainly do sell. We get them sold at top dollar, and really push to get our clients going from where they are now to their next step and next stage in life, which is their next goal, where they're moving on to. That is the most important part of the transaction for any realtor. It should be, is that You're looking at price, but you're looking at what price is going to be the vehicle that's going to get them from where they are now to where they need to be. What do they want? What do they need to put in their pockets? And that's what the aim should be, always. If it's doable and it's possible, then that needs to be really the aim and the focus. If it's impossible and it looks like that is not going to be doable, then a good conversation needs to be had with the client to say, these are the more realistic expectations, and be upfront. But long rant today, but it's been a great day. I'm very excited. It's getting about close to dinner time, so I need to get home to my family. But I'm just wrapping up here at the office here on Cascade Road in Grand Rapids. Any questions on real estate, whether you have tried to sell your home before and now it's expired, or you're trying to thinking about getting your home on the market and you haven't discussed it yet with any agent, give me a call or shoot me a quick email. My phone number, as always, is 239-410-4460, or email Doug at number 6 agent.com. That's Doug at 616agent.com. Or visit me on the web at www.616agent.com. Very simple. Hope you're all doing really well, and I've got a few letters to get out here, drop off before I head back to the house, so they'll be out in the mail first thing in the morning, and hopefully we'll get some good responses from some of these sellers who could potentially use some good assistance. So that's it for today. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. We're enjoying our Michigan cold still. A few more months left in it. Hopefully we can still get some skiing in for the kids, and trying to get as much out of this winter as possible. So thanks again, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Take care.